Hello, and welcome to my channel called Actively Planning. And let's just say I cannot believe we're heading into 2024, so that means brand new planner starting on a Monday, which is like absolutely perfect. And here, as you can see, and if you haven't seen my other video, this is what's going to be my new planner. I have the stone color tabs, and oh my gosh, I can't believe we are headed into the first week, which is also awesome that it starts on a Monday, which makes it just extra perfect for this year. So let me just bend this a little bit just because it is so rigid and it's been unused. But for this week, I'm actually going to be using a brand new sticker book that I got, which are these colors, so it's kind of a neutral, kind of flowy vibe. Of course, I have my micro icons, which are my absolute favorite to be using. And because of this sticker book, it actually has some, it's kind of hard to see really, but it's kind of have like these little stripes that are already pre-cut. So I'm actually going to use that as my washi tape to be able to cover some sections. So first things first, obviously I like to white out just so that it is, it's just the way that I like to do it. And it just makes placing the stickers on that area easier. Plus, if I ever use like washi tape that is kind of semi-translucent, I love to cover it as well. And because I already know that this week I have off of work, but then also that just means I don't have, any definite plans on Sunday, I'm going to use that for another column as far as more things to add for this week. So what I'm actually gonna do is, yes, they do have already like pre-cut little tabs or areas, but I'm actually gonna use the in-between sections of the actual sticker part because it's a little bit thicker and I kind of want that effect instead of the thinner that it actually is. Yes, sometimes I complicate myself and it's okay. I'm just having fun here and trying to utilize all of the sticker as much as I can because it's so pretty. I'm obsessed with this marbling. Anyways, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead, add some of this so that I can make some borders before actually getting into planning. Okay, now that I have that, I'm actually going to pull out all of my markers because I love color coordinating the different events that I do or different tasks that I do. Based on the different colors, I kind of am aware of, what exactly is happening. It just makes it easier on the eye. Plus, I can coordinate it a little bit with, the color scheme and all that stuff. But for this week, because I actually have off this week, it's going to be a very typical routine or planning session, just because I don't have many things that are out of the ordinary, and plus we're trying to relax as much as we can before heading back to work next week. So it's definitely a space where, or there will be a lot of space that is empty, just because I do want to not overwhelm myself with, all of these things that, we should be doing, or, kind of catching up on last week where we were just literally doing nothing because we were trying to relax. It was break. We were spending time with my family in Puerto Rico. And it was just one of those things where I don't want to come into this new week, brand new year, going into overwhelm and stress and all that stuff. So I'm definitely going to be using or leaving a bunch of space open, just so that I'm able to, adapt to what is happening, making sure that I'm being taken care of. And if you haven't noticed, I do have a little bit of a cold, so my voice is a little off right now. But it's one of those things where even when, there's a week like this where there's not a lot, let's say, happening, there's still going to be a few things that do technically happen, just because it is something a part of, let's say, your routine or your normal, day-to-day activities. So for example, like for this week, I'm definitely going to make sure that I get my movement in. We're actually going to be starting a new workout program on the 1st, and it's something that I want to make sure that I write it down. I'm also going to make time for my health and wellness business, so I'm definitely going to write that down. And then obviously I have a few appointments and stuff like that, but because it is not so much, there's obviously going to be all this free space that every single day I'm going to use it and take advantage of this opportunity of slowing down, making sure we're being taken care of, making sure that we're enjoying the break and stuff like that. So it's one of those things that feels good to not be overwhelmed with so much stuff, especially, this new vibe happening with the new year. But it gives you that opportunity to see and tell yourself or act in a way that is, we're here to recharge, we're here to reflect, we're here to, imagine this new year and put all these new purposes out. But it's one of those things that even with a, let's say, empty schedule, it doesn't mean that it's going to be completely empty. We're going to be busy anyways, because that's always what happens, right? But it's one of those opportunities where we're able to reflect and see, okay, how is it that we're utilizing our time, especially when we're off? So it's one of those things that I definitely want to take advantage going into this new week and obviously this new year. But I'm going to go ahead, finish up all of this. I do have a few things that obviously are going to be added on there, especially once I'm done filming, but I just want to be able to do at least the basics now to be able to show you how my week is going and how it's going to be. Okay, so this bottom right section is usually where I write the quote of the week, which this week's quote, I'm actually really excited because it's just perfect for this whole vibe that we're going here. And it is, I am creating the life of my dreams. And one of the reasons I wanted to use this for this week is obviously Monday, fresh start. It's the first of the year, fresh start. It's one of those moments that you're able to reflect and see sorry about that, and see how, let's say last year was, what are things that you can improve on, what are things that you want to move forward with, what are things that you want to let go of. And this is a great opportunity to do one of those reflections heading into a brand new week, heading into a brand new year. And it's one of those opportunities that if you don't take advantage of it now, weeks are going to go by and days are going to go by and then months and then a whole year has gone by. And it's one of those things where, were you able to take advantage as much as you could of the opportunity to live your best life, to be your best self, and take advantage of what is happening around you and what is going to happen because you make things happen, right? So I definitely wanted to put this out there, especially for the first week of this year. Let's head into the bottom left section. This is why I love Passion Planner. It already has kind of a layout that I just adjust to how I would like to use it. It's so versatile that it is awesome that it is already included. But one of the biggest things that I love to do is track some of my activities or things that I do, especially for my health and wellness business. I love to see everything visually and reflect every single week as far as how I'm doing, what are things that I should move forward with, what are things that I should eliminate, what are things that I need to work more on. And habit tracking, or tracking in general, is one of the greatest ways for you to be able to do that, because it's a visual reassurance or a visual tell of what exactly is happening in different aspects. So this whole section is where I usually track all of my activities as far as me being a coach to a bunch of women that need my help, especially in health and wellness. And it's one of the biggest ways that I'm able to see, okay, I'm doing well in this area, I should improve in this other area, or what are things that I should add, take away, all of those different things. So I love being able to see a tracker and have it visually right then and there, especially with my planner, and seeing everything just in one spot. So let me go ahead and finish this up. Now, with all of that done, there's a few other sections that I love to add, and this new sticker book has these awesome big panels where I'm actually going to use this one to be able to write my gratitude, so at least one thing a day that I'm grateful for. And this, if you haven't seen how I prepped and planned the back pages of this planner, I definitely recommend going and watching it, because at the end of the day, or actually at the end of the week, I go ahead and add all of those things that I'm grateful for, at least one thing a day, and I write it down in the back section. So then at the end of the year, I'm able to see those 365 things that I was grateful for. And it's just a great way to reflect on a year. So what I also added on that Sunday section is a section where I'm actually going to write down my goals. So I have personal goals and my business goals, so I'm definitely going to write those there. In this little circle, I'm actually going to write down my why, and this one will be mostly focused on my business, and then these other two sections are my to-dos. The reason I like to split up my to-dos is because many times, especially going into a new week just like this one, it can be very overwhelming with having one giant to-do list. It's one of those things where it can get, too overwhelming to the point that you choose the easy things and then the hard things get passed over week by week by week. We've all been there. It's part of being human. It's part of being, we think productive in our ways, but in reality, it's a way to just be procrastinating the best way that we can. So it's one of those ways that I'm able to, let's say, put to-dos that are both easy and hard on both of them. So I'm able to actually do everything that is written down instead of just procrastinating and moving things, right? So anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead, finish up decorating here with some awesome stickers that this new sticker book has before I actually finish and show you the end results. Here is the first official weekly spread of 2024. I absolutely love it. It's got a mood, it's got a vibe, plus everything is in one spot. I don't have to go into several different books and stuff like that. It is all here, one spot, all together. So hopefully this was inspiring, and of course, hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you here for another video very soon. Okay, bye.